We live, chat. We live, chat.
What up, brother? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Getoffkeem on the beat.
They look me up.
So I can't go out to bed. You were doing what I can
First, they gonna take you. They be
now they won't get to perfect. So if I ain't falling off,
No. I ain't got all. You got all. I got all. Oh yeah. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, I went on there. I just got on.
Chat, what it do, chat? We live, chat.
Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of
We
Marshall and
live,
one of
chat.
the toughest places to play in all of college football. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards.
I got you, brother. He did an onside kick on my ass. He got the ball back. He did an onside kick. Oh, he got big time. I'm gonna get it figured out. No, I'm gonna get it figured out. Shit, bitch, come on. Need that. Let's go. Alright. Yo, what up, Nike? Okay, Rob. You in high tonight, ain't it? They getting them boy BTA. Oh, you know how to get him. Okay, bro. You balling tonight, my boy. You balling tonight, brother. That's what it's all about, man.
Would have been with a touchback. First down for this offense.
That damn rough. Is it on the night or what?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
To the air, it's Braxton. Pocket starts to collapse. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Right back to the well. Can't get him to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Gonna run it. It's James. Nifty little dance step. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout.
Come on.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Hey, appreciate the like and the follow.
What a nice start for this offense.
Appreciate
the throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chapman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David. He wants to take the top off.
There we go.
Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking to go up top on first down.
No!
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Him.
Marshall quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's hooked inside the 25.
Let's go!
Marshall!
Dot!
Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra
I'm
point
playing
was
with Marshall, and none of my boys get married tomorrow.
tied things up just about
He used to
set
play
to
for
kick it
Marshall
away
back in
again.
the day. My boy Marcel Williams, he getting married tomorrow.
He'll bring it out. It's James.
So I'm walking with the
Didn't
Thunderbird,
find
the
any
Thunderherd
crease in
today.
that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Excuse me.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see.
Time to take a shot.
No, come on!
And he intercepts it.
Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Oh, man.
Don't
Thought he
do
had the
that.
interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. They'll run it from the gun.
Oh, man.
Throw
Don't
it in
bail him
reverse
out.
as that's the final play here in the first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the run, it's James. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Ripped off a huge
I
shot
hate that
play
they
on
bailed him
that
out.
one as he gets the
He
first
was-
down
that was
before he
a hit.
steps out of bounds.
And they bailed
On that
that
one, they
out.
decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Chapman. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking for a man, it's Braxton. Using his feet to buy time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Trying to burn this defensive back. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Coming after it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was trying to get that return going instead. Give me that offense at the 38.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And they made it to the house when they found that.
Oh my God, Chad! I am him!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that.
That was nasty,
Stopped
Chad.
at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Blasted as he lets it go. working on the right. The
That's
expressway is
crazy,
wide
yo.
open. The
That's
10.
crazy.
And he'll take it in. They
That's
couldn't get him on the ground.
crazy.
Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends.
All
Like what
three of
you
these
just
nigga
saw
passes
right
was a
there. The
touchdown.
defense
Like, be
had
for
no
real.
chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chapman. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone.
Definitely
Like,
gotta get some points on
This
this.
is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to pass. It's Braxton. He's got an open man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's going to fire deep.
Let's go!
He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a dot!
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Fires deep for the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making the big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Slips through the line.
That was a touchdown,
What
save
a
and tackle,
great
so.
return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Golly, we
He's
can't
got
stop
it
the
inside
run.
the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down.
Man, come on, get out of here, bro.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. No, you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's Payne. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Back to pass. It's Braxton. They're trying. He lobs one.
Hey, come on!
And it slips through his fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Metcalf.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are... And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. trying to get behind the defense. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 29, Marshall 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Marshall quick to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Braxton. Trying to get to him. Gets away. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this defense is maxed
God, I
out.
can't, bro,
Another sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been...
Throws toward the end zone. We reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to...
Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Chapman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way?
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense.
Alicia, what it do? What's up? I know I'm gonna be at tomorrow. I need some of that. I need some of that for real. Golly, I could, my mouth, I could, ooh. What time you putting it on?
The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans who are prepared to fight on once again today. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Gets it out to the 20, about 5.
could go back to
Where he'd
10.
be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Offense getting set for first down. A quick pass to the left. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips.
Dana.
Fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Cougars are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. The Cougars in the hurry up.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about
No, he was wide open.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That's caught.
I
It's
don't know why
big.
he's missing like that.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, BYU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes his man miss.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC! Getting set for the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's He's
No,
going to go
I
for the
got
return.
stuck behind my own man.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Come on, bro. How you drop that?
Ball
That
goes
was
right
huge.
through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be
How you
third
doing,
down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him
There
over
we
the
go.
top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
There we go.
And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move
we go,
that chain
Chad.
more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10.
No.
Pass on the way. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the... Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I should know he was going to go to break.
Well, it's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And this
should've known
sophomore
he was
able
gonna try
to
to go to
wreak some
break.
havoc and get the sack. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
13, BYU.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer.
There we go.
Against this athletic front set.
All kinds of running room.
There we go. We got answer right back.
Touchdown Cougars. What a grab and go for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the
I
offense.
get it back. I get
We
it
see
back. I
this in
get it
college
back.
football,
I
so
get it.
much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Power football with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
The end of the first quarter with the score BYU 14, USC 13.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Heaves it on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
Let's go, Chad.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking deep.
He dropped it.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
He'll just keep slinging it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Putting together a real scoring thread here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Come
for
on.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start to this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Tackle him.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to move it through the air. A strike downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got it on the outside. It's Lane. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Pocket starts to collapse. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Down 2.
The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half.
Down 2, Chad.
Coming out with it, it's Branch.
Getting away.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
He unleashes the long one. And that picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The ball off.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He's got him wide open.
Come on and blitz.
And the sophomore making a big play before he's wrestled down. BYU with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake.
Going up top. He caught it. Touchdown, BYU.
Keep
And
blitzing.
with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees
Yeah,
this
I'm
guy
on.
and he knows he's open. But watch
Oh, I've been here for a while. It never went away. I don't know why. I thought it was
Nice
crazy.
pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run
Streaming
under
it
the
the whole
football,
time.
locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
About to kick it off after punching it into the touchdown.
I got a Father's Day breakfast in the morning.
Fielded in the end zone, it's French. And he loses the
Give me
ball,
that.
keeping his own end. It's recovered by
And
the
then I
kicking
got a,
team, and they'll steal a possession. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another
Appreciate you
touchdown
for
on the
sharing my
board right here. They
life.
could capture so much momentum in this game.
then I got a,
with back-to-back TDs.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Got a Father's
It's
Day
an
event.
offense that takes pride in being
The
physical. They
YMCA.
try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense,
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown,
10
Cougar.
to 2.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Wilson YMCA.
And after the
The
extra
Get the
point,
Life.
they're on top by
Get the Life.
12.
They doing a
Quick strike offense
Father's
on
Day
that
thing. You
three-play
can bring the
scoring
family out there.
drive.
It's free to the
It was capped off by a one-yard touchdown pass.
community. They said bring the family out. It's from
He'll bring it out. It's Branch.
10 a.m. to 2
You're not
p.m.
getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Father's Day
Looking for a
event.
productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive
Oh,
with
how
the
did I
pass.
miss that tackle? He for
He'll try to do
real.
it himself.
He's
At
still
the
for
40, there
real.
he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up
That's
for business at the 49-yard line.
and you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off.
The ball almost
and
picked that off. He was waiting on it.
Tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that
Where you
football
going?
and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Nope, got a spy on him.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Give me up. Give me.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, BYU
I am hungry.
USC 16.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's caught inside the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Oh, that should have been it.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down.
All right.
Basic connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw.
That's so crazy.
There's no quit in this.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're going to put the game on ice. Oh.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Runs through a tackle. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big move.
That's crazy.
He gets a block. He's got
You
it
should have
out.
scored. That was dumb.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
I don't know
They'll
why
give it to
folks
the
don't
back.
score.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play.
Now he just had the opportunity to score, and he did score.
They'll
For what
line up
reason, I
for a
don't know
2nd
why.
down play. They go right back to it, fighting off the
I'm
defender.
up 8.
What
So
a
you
good
gotta
run
score.
there.
What do
He
you
has
mean the
enough for
2-point
the
reserve?
1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight end and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
So you want to go to overtime?
Players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down and make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Moving out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. They're trying to get to it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
They steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Man, what a great job by this offense. And listen, we'll break that down later, but it's go time now. It's 2-point conversion time. You got to go to your script. You got these written down in a section. 2-point plays. You didn't know it was going to be this crucial, but late in the ball game, this will decide the game.
And guys, as big as that touchdown was, they have to try to pay it off with a 2-point try to tie the game. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th.
He got a score, kid.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away.
He kicked it out of bounds.
Every play magnified in the 4th quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. A first down for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass. Going for it all. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
But it's going to overtime, so it don't matter.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Deep shot for the end zone. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Makes his man miss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. 3rd down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.